Welcome to our Tik Tok live.
Happy New Forever!
Happy New Forever!
We don't just do Happy New 1 year, we do Happy New Forever!
Happy New Earth, beautiful people.
Yay!
Welcome to the frequency of love
And abundance,
and joy
happiness,
and bliss
emotions.
and miracle timelines and heaven on earth.
Yay!
Welcome to it all. Magic and
Hello
mystery.
to Valley and Spirit.
Hello to Valley and Spirit. Meow. Where's Earth?
Your cats.
Don't know where she is.
She's there.
Hello. Welcome anybody joining us. I don't have my glasses on so I can't see the comments, but we are coming live to do a short transmission. We're actually going to just do a little bit of energy healing as well and some light language.
Clearing.
So for those of you who haven't heard light language, this is the language of light.
That's what it is.
Yeah, so we got the guidance. We've actually just done a beautiful session there. We were working today. We don't call it work because we're on
passion.
a beautiful mission, and we don't feel like we're working. We're doing what we came here to do. So we had a beautiful session there with a beautiful couple.
Happy New Forever, beautiful people. Happy New Forever to Valley and Spirit.
We love you to Valley and Spirit. Keep those amazing videos coming. You bring us lots of joy. So we done an amazing session there with a lovely couple, and we just decided, thank you very much, thanks for the love hearts as well, we just decided to come live and share a bit of love on this New Year's Day or New Year's night, depending where you are. It's still
New
daytime
Year's morning.
here. We're in Mexico, for anybody that doesn't know. What time is it?
1:05.
So it's 1:05. So
that'll be 7:05 in the UK.
yeah, don't know about other time zones. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Forever!
Happy New Forever. Happy New Earth.
Let's wish happiness forever, not just for 1 year. 1 year is like same as when people say happy birthday, and it's like happy every day.
Yes.
Happy New Forever is the new way forward.
You better, Rebecca. Can I just say?
I'm okay.
Happy New Earth.
I'm alright on the outskirts.
And we know that obviously those of us in the spiritual path, I'm sure a lot of us know that
What's spring willow?
it isn't actually the new year, because if you look at the seasons, it's going to be more springtime that is actually the new year. But we are working in this, we are living in this matrix system with this calendar. So while we know it might not be exactly New Year, it is a pivotal time, because we are shifting from one energy and one frequency into another, and bringing in the new vibration of the numerology around it as well, and the numbers, and the year of the, was it a 9 year?
Year of completion, transformation, and everything else that goes with it.
Yeah, and we just want to come on, share some love, see how everybody's doing.
The Gregorian calendar, that's correct.
That's the word.
The pagan.
And you know that's why sometimes at this time you feel like being really insular, isn't it? You feel like being really insular and just going within, maybe working on yourself, being in solitude, and that's why we feel like this naturally, I think, as spiritual beings, as empaths, those of us that are tapped in, we're maybe a bit more disconnected from the celebrations, because we're feeling the sensation of the seasons, and you know, we're birthing right now. We're definitely birthing. We're in a deep space of introspection and thinking about what we're bringing forward for the year and new creations. A lot of us are stepping out. A lot of people are stepping out this year with their spiritual offerings or spiritual business. Their gifts and abilities, and it's beautiful to see. Beautiful to see people stepping out their power. It's beautiful to see it be so accepted as well. People are much more open, I think, to
people are awakening.
Yeah, getting spiritual guidance. And
hello, Marie McNeil.
Maria. Just wanna be her. Hello, Marie. Happy 2025 to you all. Happy 2025.
Happy 9 year.
Happy New Earth.
Yes.
Yeah, so like you might be feeling a different kind of way, but I think for me certainly I woke up and I felt excited, I felt quite positive, I felt like big things are coming. It feels like there's a lot of opportunity, there's a lot of all of the work that we've been doing. We've all been on this journey and we've been doing this inner spiritual work, and we've been healing not only on an individual level but on a collective level, and all of that work's coming to fruition. And at times it maybe felt like it was we weren't getting anywhere, or it felt futile at times, but I think what we're really starting to see now is the consciousness shift on the planet, and the vibration really start to change, and a lot of people are awakening as well to deeper truths and realising that all is maybe not all as it seems or what they thought it might have been. A lot of people are awakening to stuff like that and starting to question things, and they're going to be looking for guidance. A lot of these people, they're going to be coming online really quickly with a remembrance of who they truly are and why they're truly here, a lot quicker than maybe some of us have, because we've maybe awakened earlier. So now they're awakening in a different frequency when more of the collective consciousness is awake and in a higher frequency. So it means that they can come online quicker. It means that a lot of the keys and codes are already here. They can tap into things quicker. So people are going to be awakening. They're going to be coming online. Feels like it's going to be a big year for movement as well. I was getting through this morning. A lot of people are going to be relocating to different areas on the grid. A lot of people are starting to question this matrix system of eat, work, sleep, eat, repeat, and starting to really question that and starting to seek something more deep, meaningful and more fulfilling, and realising that they're the only one that can bring that into their reality now by taking the chances and taking the leap of faith to step into that beautiful new energy.
It's not even the chances, it's the reclamation and the remembrance of where the fuck we came from. Who
the fuck are we? We are!
That's it. Peace and light to you, David. And Sheila, don't be sorry. We don't do sorry. She says she's struggling today. Don't be sorry to be struggling. It's okay.
Come into this beautiful energy, and the beautiful people that come out of this live. And
this is obviously meant for you, this transmission that we're going to be doing anyway, so
you'll feel the energy lifting.
You'll feel it differently.
You'll feel the love.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it's a big year. This is a big year for us to reprogram ourselves, reprogram our brains, our subconscious into this new beautiful earth that we're moving into. And the new earth that we're talking about, that is like the earth within yourself. It's like that you are the earth, you are God, you are everything that we need to be. And it's all about remembering, reclaiming, and coming back to yourself, and letting go of all the old patterns, all the old things that were keeping you stuck, or the people, the places, the drink, the drugs, whatever else it is you've got to release. All of these things, the medications, a lot of these things that are holding us back from ascending on this beautiful spiritual journey that we're on. And it's like Sheila's saying, she's struggling. It's all part of the ascension. It's all part of the ascension, because we can struggle because we're starting to see beyond see through the narrative and see beyond the veil and see everything in a different light. And it is a struggle because you're like, with my family, friends, and everybody else is still stuck in that zone, and it can be hard to kind of detach from them and pull away from them, because you feel as if like you're going to have nobody or nothing. And this is the most beautiful thing about going on this journey. It's all about coming back to yourself and being happy with yourself, and being happy in your own company, and happy with what you've got, and being accepting that you're stepping into a new beautiful time and a new beautiful era.
Sorry, Whispering Willow. Thank you, Melanie. Please share the live if you don't mind, everybody. Melanie's just kindly reminded me, and please also like the live. It just helps to get it out there to more people as well. We're going to be using our andaras today.
Definitely. David, that'll be a big experience for you. Like going to the Soul Weekend, especially like in the past. I loved techno. I was like still partying up to 4 or 5 years ago. I was still doing it, still weekenders, you name it. And then when I started on this journey, when I tried to listen to music or tried to go to these things, it would just be like, wow, what a difference.
In
the energy, the frequency, the vibration. It just didn't resonate anymore. Although sometimes I'll still listen to certain techno, but it just the vibration and frequency of a lot of it now for me was just totally, it doesn't resonate, and it's just I feel the negative side of it. There's a lot of negative side to it. You don't realise how much your vibration changes and how you evolve on this journey, and that'll be a big key moment for you. It'll be a big kind of another awakening when you go to these things. And if you've not been drinking alcohol, and I don't know if you're going to drink, I mean, for me it was like I wasn't a big alcohol drinker. I did drink, but I wasn't like, I was more into other stuff. And the thing like was even that didn't resonate. So even my vibration and frequency like reneged that, pushed that away, and it was like amazing that we can go on this journey, and once you start to ascend into your higher self and your God consciousness, your Christos consciousness, and you don't need anything out with of this vibration and frequency. Everything is within, and it's like everything you ever need is in this vibration.
Soon, hopefully I'm cool.
You will be
See
cool.
The thing about the music as well, David, I went through that because I love music, used to listen to music all the time, and part of my awakening, I stopped listening to music at one point. It was just like, I don't know, it's because you're awakening, I suppose, to frequency and you know, the messages and things and different things, but I stopped listening to music for quite a long time, and I would only listen to like healing frequencies or meditations, that kind of thing. But see, in the last couple of years I've got back into listening to music again. I just make sure that I listen to high frequency music that makes me feel good, music that makes you want to dance and makes you feel good. So the music will definitely keep the vibration and the frequency high. Aloha! Welcome in. No, I am not. Don't know why my son put his hands on me. His dad did. Yeah, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. So don't say you're not beautiful. You are, Sheila. A lot of people are kind of struggling at this time of year because it really, really highlights to us what is in our life that maybe doesn't serve us anymore, because we're forced into these celebrations or situations where it's Christmas or it's New Year and there's maybe drink and it's just like a bit of a pressure cooker. It's like a collective pressure cooker of energy and emotion, and then there's all these kind of negative things happening in the world at the same time, and
then you get the dark nights, cold nights, all these
the
things,
weather,
it's a big factor in the whole time of meant to be festivities, meant to be a happy, joyful time.
And it can really push people to a breaking point, and it can really bring up a lot of unresolved trauma and wounds and issues, and it can also, alcohol can make people act in certain ways, and so there's a lot going on at this time of year, energetically, spiritually, and if you're feeling like you're really, really struggling, you want to be looking at why are you struggling, what is it you're struggling with, is it people around you, is it how they're treating you, is it your relationship, what is it that you're really struggling with, and is it yours? That's the other thing I would be asking you, because people that tend to come onto our lives or to work with us are usually empaths and sensitive beings, and a lot of the times they feel really down, they feel really low, and they feel that they're in really dark situations, and that can be for a number of reasons, but one of the main reasons is that they're energy sensitive and they pick up on a lot of negative energy of other people. They attract people with negative energy into their life. So just let you know this, Sheila, that you're not powerless and you're not a victim, and you're saying you're not beautiful. Don't ever say you're not beautiful. Don't ever say, you might not feel beautiful, but you are beautiful, and you are unconditional love, and you are a child of God, a child of the stars, a child of the universe, and that light is within you. And just because people around you or your situation is diminishing that to a certain extent, it's still there and it's still within you. So hopefully through this live, through all the beautiful people that are going to come on here, through this frequency, you can start to feel a bit of hope and a bit of unconditional love, and maybe get away from that vibration of feeling like you're struggling and everything's hopeless. And we're going to do a little bit of energy work as well, but we love you. So
yep, this is a year about releasing all that no longer serves your highest and greatest interests, your highest and greatest goods. It's definitely, it's a beautiful time, a perfect time to reprogram your subconscious. Stop thinking like that, Sheila. And just it's the way we don't realise it, and I've been there. We totally resonate. I've been there when I've been in that mode where I just felt life was shit and it was bad. And I mean, like, for me, life was extremely bad at that time. And you can think that there's nobody there for you, nobody cares, all of these things, and we start to think negative thoughts about ourselves because we're being programmed by the way other people are acting with us. And it's not necessarily your actions or the way you're thinking. And it took me years to realise that until I got seriously unwell. And it was then I had the aha moment of, it wasn't my energy, it wasn't my frequency or my vibration, it was somebody else's frequency and energy that I had taken on, and it had totally embedded me and embodied me. And it made my life terrible, and I just became seriously unwell. And we don't realise that the people around about us, there's a lot of good people around about us, but the people around about us are giving us all their shit. And that's, once you start to see that and you start to do stuff round about it, like meditation was a big thing for me. I started meditating and stuff, protecting energy, all of that. It really, really transforms your life. Once you start to believe and see that we're actually multi-dimensional beings here on this planet in a meat suit, and we're picking up all these emotions, once we start to protect ourselves and distance ourselves from these situations or these people and stuff, you don't realise how much your life transforms. You would get a diagnosis, for instance, that you've got this or you've got that and stuff, but you can do this all yourself as well. And that's like when I started doing my spiritual awakening, it was like totally changed my life. More than anything else that I had tried before.
Totally, David. What's in the dark comes to light, and that's happening on a collective scale right now. It's like a root chakra cleaning of the earth grids that we're going through right now, and that's also, we're all connected to the earth as well, so that's also going to resonate for a lot of people, that they're having a root chakra clearing right now. And in the root we store everything, the dark shit, the trauma, the fears, the self-limiting beliefs, past life trauma, all the stuff that we don't want to look at, that we bury. That all goes into the root, and the root chakra clearing is happening now on a colossal scale. It's a root chakra clearing of earth, so we're clearing out right now as a collective consciousness. We're clearing out all these timelines of falls in consciousness around Lyra, Atlantis, Lemuria, Egypt. So that's happening on a collective scale, and what that's doing is, we're seeing this a lot in sessions and people we work with, that they're maybe going through a period where they feel lost, and they feel like maybe disconnected from themselves, or they don't know their path, or they feel like they've lost their way, and they're not as tapped in, or they feel isolated. So there's all these different emotions and things coming up, and a lot of it is coming from this huge root chakra clearing of earth and from the collective consciousness, and these falls in consciousness coming up now to be released and transmuted. So it's something, I think, that's been felt, depending where you are on the spiritual journey, it's something that's been felt on a collective level right now, and that'll maybe be intensifying the way that you're feeling as well, Sheila, combined with the Christmas and the New Year and whatever's going on in your dynamic. So it's just to be aware that, you know, when you're a sensitive being, when you're an empath, you're a spiritual being, you feel these frequencies, you feel these energies, you feel the collective consciousness, you feel the pain and suffering of the world, and sometimes you don't realise that it's actually multidimensional. Sometimes you think it's all your own, and you feel lost and helpless and powerless, but we just want to remind you you're not powerless. No. You know, we're not victims. Sometimes we're under a spell and we're under an illusion. However, the path of enlightenment, as David's saying, coming on this path of enlightenment and awakening is all about the remembrance of that power that we hold.
Once you go on it, David, you can't come off.
There's no going back. There's really no going back.
Everything in your life changes and totally transforms, and also you know that yourself if you're on this journey. And people just at the start of the journey, it can get very dark at the start of the journey, because that's what the springboards is. That's the springboard for the awakening, because we get to that such a low point that it's like boom, and you start to pull through it and you start to elevate through it. And just by meditating once a day is like that changes your life. And it's just it changed my life, transformed my life for me to get to where I am just now. So like, yeah, we're never alone in this. We can tap into these higher timelines and whatever else it is as we go through this beautiful journey. And you don't realise it, Sheila, that just by coming on here and just by like interacting with us, it's an activation that you're receiving as well. And these things are meant to resonate with you, so that you know like your path. You're going to choose your path now. It's like, it's not just by chance that these things happen.
Thank you for the beautiful gifts and the hearts and the love hearts.
Be thankful to yourself first and foremost. Always love yourself. Always thank yourself. Always be nice to yourself and nurture yourself. Don't put yourself down. Don't let others put you down. It's like you're a beautiful soul, and it's not like we're not here to suffer for everybody else. We're not here for people to give us their shit. That's not what we're here for. We're here to create this beautiful life for ourselves first and foremost, and love ourselves unconditionally. And I know when you're in the doldrums, it's very hard to love ourselves. I've been there. I know exactly what it's like. And but you just slowly, but surely, every day, as long as you're doing 1% of something, even a meditation every day, you'll start to slowly but surely see your life change, and it transforms. And it's like you're never ever out with the resources.
And David, I totally agree with that. We are feeling that energy right now, aren't we? I think we're all feeling that collective consciousness of the ones who are at a certain level of ascension are feeling this, you know, just this interconnectedness, aren't we, with each other, with the earth, with the planet, and we're just all feeling this love frequency. And not everybody's there, not everybody's at that stage, but it's up to us to kind of help people get there and to hold the frequency, to allow people to see, you know, that they can also release themselves from the suffering and the however way they feel trapped and lost and alone and powerless. You know, we've all been there, Sheila. Everybody on this spiritual journey has felt these things that you're feeling, you know, the unworthiness, the powerlessness, all of it that you're expressing, you know, feeling at the mercy of other people, feeling like you're not beautiful. We've all experienced it, because it's part of the suffering of the human journey, and it's part of the programming that we receive on this planet. We are programmed to not love ourselves, not value ourselves, not respect ourselves, not honour ourselves, to suffer.
To believe that suffering is the way to our happiness, because the more we suffer for other people, the more happier we feel. Is that like we're taking other people's suffering for them, and that's not the way it is. That's not the way it is.
Definitely divine timing. Yeah, I feel like, you know, some of us were meant to awaken at a certain time. We chose when we were going to awaken, we chose how we were going to awaken, and now the collective consciousness is at a level where enough of us are awakened and activated, and we're embodying a higher frequency that we're able to now activate others through our field, through stuff like this, going live. That's why it's so important that you go live and you share your journey, you speak about things, because you're activating other people, you're empowering them, you're sharing keys and codes, you're sharing your frequency. Hi, William.
Hi, William.
Thanks for joining. We love you.
Get better soon.
I know, I hope you feel better soon.
Sooner.
So, there is a way out, Sheila. Don't feel lost, don't feel hopeless. You've came to the right place. This is a beautiful portal of love and unconditional love and unity and joy and bliss. And we're going to do a little bit of healing actually today. That's what we felt called to do. So
the thing is, Sheila, with you coming on, there's obviously other people that's meant to be here to hear the same message, this message, because there are a lot of people at the end of 2024, we're all going through, a lot of people have been going through the lower dimensional trauma releases and the releases of past life stuff as well, and all that. So we're moving into this year of completion and transformation, and it's all about a lot more people have been stepping up and realising that they're spiritually awakened, that their gifts are coming online, they're not putting up with the bullshit that they've been getting for years in their lives, or their family, their friends, their jobs, whatever it is, and everything starts to shift. And when just by coming on here and commenting, you're already shifting, you're already ascending, you're already on the journey. So it's all about these activations and stuff. It's like, this is all part of your journey. Yeah. And it's what you take from it going forward. And it's like, we're not here to be stuck anymore. Nobody's here to be stuck anymore. We're here to be ascended beings and ascended man. And all live in happiness and joy and peace and abundance, and we've got enough for everybody. And this is what we're moving. We're not here to suffer. So just always be kind to yourself. Always speak nicely of yourself. It doesn't matter what other people are saying to you. Just speak nicely of yourself and love yourself so much, because it makes a massive difference when you can turn off from the outside noise and stop letting other people's points of view or whatever or anything that affect you. That's the thing. It's like you, as long as you love you, that's all it counts. As long as you love you and as long as you like you, it doesn't matter what other people want to say to you or what to do to you or whatever. As long as you love you and like you, that's all that matters.
Yeah. And David was saying he tries his best to get positivity out there each day. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Just being your authentic self.
We can do it in so many ways, even just sharing an uplifting meme or a message or a joke or, dancing. There's so many ways that we can just share uplifting content that can help others, because some people are really struggling, and just seeing somebody in a happy vibration, enjoying life gives them hope. Like, I can get to that place as well. So,
and the thing is, David, you do that naturally with your vibration, your frequency and your authenticity, and that's the thing. The people that are repelled by it are the people that aren't ready. They're not on the healing journey, the self-love journey, and that's like, you're already doing that on a day-to-day basis. You don't even need to speak to people. You can just walk into a room and people feel they change. People's energy changes. The ones that don't like it, they leave the room. That's the way it is.
And thank you. William says we were like two white shining lights.
Thanks very much. Even with our Mexican suntan.
And David, you're right. If we don't love ourselves, how can we share authentic love to others? But I think that's something that I really struggled with self-love. I know a lot of us do, and looking for love in other people who also didn't love themselves. So what you need to do, Sheila, is bring it all back to yourself, because whatever is happening in your world and your reality is a reflection of yourself. It's a reflection of unhealed aspects of your consciousness. It's a reflection of your traumas, and that can be hard to get your head around, because you think, like, why are certain things happening to me? Why am I experiencing these things? it's all to do with you, all comes back to you, it's all about your trauma, it's all about your lack of boundaries, your lack of self-love, and not to have a go at you here, but it is all about you, and the good thing about that is you have the power
to change it all.
Yeah.
And it's just showing you what key things in your life you need to change and stuff. So everything, once you go on this journey, everything is beautiful, everything's a lesson, and everything that comes into our reality, starts to make sense when we see it from a higher perspective, or a higher view, or a higher timeline, or a higher self. So don't put yourself down. That's for the next so many weeks. Don't put yourself down. Speak highly of yourself, speak lovingly of yourself, even if it's into your own head, even if you don't speak loudly, but everyone, tell yourself you love yourself every day. You are good, you are amazing, you are beautiful, you are everything that you need, and it's all about you. Don't let other people put their shit onto you, and if they do, it's just walk away. This is when the boundaries come into it. Just walk away and just be like, I'm not doing this, and that's it. You don't need to get into an argument or anything with people. And this is about self-love. It's detaching from the negative in their life, and whoever that may be, or whatever it may be. And so it comes in many forms. 2025's the year of abundance for everybody. This year, as I say, it's like the year that we're all going to go up the way, because most of the planets at that stage where they're just done with a lot of stuff, and even you've seen a lot of people about Christmas. A lot of people are just done with Christmas and all these things as well.
It's not so much about being done with it, but I think people are maybe looking at things from a different lens now, and a lot of people are like starting to tap into like how it's all about consumerism, and how it's a big stressful time. It's harvesting our energy, and a lot of people are going back to maybe a more
holistic,
traditional way of looking at a holistic way, traditional way of looking at Christmas.
They're not drinking, they're not doing the processed foods and all that kind of thing. So a lot of people are
starting to spend time in nature, and
starting to put it back to the family traditions, these kind of things. So it's a holistic way,
where they're not just like buying hundreds of stuff and all that. So I do think people's attitudes are changing around a lot of stuff in New Year as well. There's so many. Something on my throat. There's so many people giving up alcohol as well. It's a big thing that's been happening, and especially on TikTok. We spoke about this before. So many people that are recovering from addiction. I don't like that word, recovering from addiction. So many people who were in addiction, who are now no longer in addiction, and they're sharing their journeys on TikTok, and it just really serves to show how many people are reclaiming their power, and they're breaking free of these programs of mind control and addiction, and leaving abusive relationships, domestic violence, all of these things. So many people are realising, no, I am God's source, I am divine, and I am not here to suffer, and I'm not here to be controlled, and I'm not here to not live a beautiful life. And so many people are awakening to that now, and stepping into their power, and we can all do it. It's available to us all. It's not just something that's for a certain group of people. We can all do it. We can go as far as we want to go,
and everybody should be applauded for stepping into their power. This is like a lot of people, like Dan was saying about addictions and stuff, but they seem to have this kind of stigma that goes with it, and people think that they've got to keep going over it their whole entire life and stuff, and they should because they've got something to rectify, and a lot of people don't necessarily move away from that trauma bond that they've went through during that process of being addicted or anything. And for me, these individuals should be applauded for coming through that dark time, or that whatever it is they went through, and they should be encouraged and to say their story, and also encouraged about releasing the trauma and moving forward, because a lot of people that have been in that situation are highly evolved beings.
Definitely.
And
Sensitive beings.
They're sensitive beings, and they've just been caught up in the negative energy. Once you start to see it through different lenses like that, that's when a lot of things just change.
Hello, fellow Indigo. Lovely to have you on. Thanks for joining us.
No.
And with addiction, addiction is something I worked through many programs of addiction and mind control around that addictive programming and implantation and imprints in my ancestral line. And I broke free of addiction finally about 8 or 9 years ago now, maybe 8 years ago now, and I don't even think about it. I don't talk about it. Sometimes I'll talk about it in a live, but even if I do talk about it, I don't talk about what my addiction was like or what I was taking or how many I was taking or how I felt, because I'm not in that frequency anymore. I'm not in that vibration. And I've broken free. I don't resonate with that version of myself anymore. I'm not that addicted person. I'm not that mind-controlled addicted person, and I don't need to keep revisiting it all the time. It was part of my life, and I don't regret it because it was something I had to go through to find my power and to find my inner light and my inner strength. But I'm not a recovering addict, and I will never refer to myself as a recovering addict. I'm not recovering, I'm not broken.
No.
I'm a very, very powerful individual that's refound their divinity and their gifts and their power and their magic. And I'm not going to give my power away by
keep going back to that.
Going back to this addicted version of myself or describing myself as a recovering addict or in recovery. No, I'm in my fucking power.
Yes.
That's where I am, and that's where I'm going to stay. And my addiction wasn't a happy time in my life. It was a dark time in my life, but it was ultimately what showed me the light, and I ended up finding my own power through that addiction. So I look at it a different way, and I know other people, everybody's on their own journey, and if something helps you to break free of addiction, I'm all for it. It doesn't matter what it is. Something helps you to break free of addiction, brilliant, use it. But you don't want to be referring to yourself as an addict for the rest of your life. That's another program. It's another program to keep us powerless over some outside source.
Stop you ascending.
Yeah.
It's to stop you ascending. But once we realise that 99% of the planet are ascended higher beings, that's when
Thank you.
That's when things make a difference.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
That's when things make a difference, and once you start to come from that higher self, you start to see everything in a totally different light. And like Diane's saying, you don't need to go over it all the time, and you don't need to. I mean, I've got loads of things I could go over and make people cry, but I'm not a victim anymore. I've been through everything, and all the things that I went through have actually ultimately what's made me grow and made me come to this point in my ascension.
Yes, Laura, Diane, I'm Diane.
I'm Gary.
Gary.
So I think you can say our names though.
So that we said our names.
We're from Indigo Blue Star.
This is Indigo Blue Star, so that's our moniker. That was the word that just came through. That's our moniker.
Monocle, she's thinking about a monocle.
I don't know where that came from, but that just came through. It's our
Trying
moniker.
a monocle.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hello Liz, thank you for joining. It's so nice to see you all, and Happy New Earth, Happy 2025.
Happy New Forever. Happy New Ascension.
Hope you're all feeling good today. You're feeling really good and positive.
Positive for the year ahead.
Energised and you're welcome Sheila. Please drop in again, anytime.
Definitely.
We're feeling really good. We did quite a long session earlier on. We had a couple that was amazing, and then we just thought, no, we're going to go live and we're going to
plant the seeds of abundance.
Yes. We're going to finish each other's sentences.
like we do all the time.
Feeling very positive for the first time in years. I know it does, it feels different.
No, it's definitely different.
It feels different. Sometimes in New Year, like I was saying this to Gary yesterday, I was like, at New Year you get this hype, don't you, for like, it's New Year and let's celebrate, and then it just kind of quickly goes, and it's like all of a sudden there's catastrophes happening all over the world, and that little spark of like hope that you had is just fucking wiped out. But it doesn't feel like that this year. It feels like I just feel abundance and opportunity and beautiful high frequency energy, and it's up to us. That's the message that's coming through. It's up to us. It's like whatever we do, whatever action we take, how devoted, how committed we are, we can step into this beautiful new earth energy, or we can stay in that old earth matrix, hell, as you say, you're right, this prison planet, and we can be like, I'm just going to keep suffering and go through that and repeating the same traumas and the same lessons, but you can go, fuck no, I'm fucking had enough, I'm out of here, I'm going to the higher dimensions, I'm stepping into the new earth, and
I'm taking my control of my ascension, my life. on this planet. And that's right, that you're saying about the karmic debt, Lola, as well. It's like, look, the end of 2024, this is the 2025, this is a slate clean, everybody's the clean slate, we're ready to move into this new beautiful abundant life, and the completion. This is when things are going to get beautiful this year. They're going to get a bit crazy as well, but the ones on the ascension and the ones that are coming up are going to be like, boom, stepping right into their power.
Hi Lisa, thanks for joining, good to see you.
And like, so you're right, the baggage has been left behind.
Yeah, it is.
So it is.
Yeah, we're moving into a new phase, and that's why a lot of people are struggling, because, as we said, there's this like global kind of root chakra clearing going on right now of the earth and of the grids, and those people who maybe haven't been on the spiritual path, or maybe not awakened, or they're not tapped in yet, they're being forced to purge. They're being forced to purge what doesn't serve them. It's coming up into their reality. There's no stopping it. This is why a lot of people are getting sick as well, because the frequency's coming in, the energy coming in. If there's anything in your field that is unresolved, it is going to be brought to the surface, whether that be disease, ancestral, trauma, generational trauma, miasma, whatever it is. Disease, it's all coming up to the surface, and it's up to you what you do with that. You can be the victim and be like, poor me, why is everything so terrible, why am I so sick, or you can be like, right, okay, I've got the power to change this, I'm going to change my life, I'm going to take my power back. It's really up to us.
Yeah, and that's about like your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and like once you start to wrap them all into a wee box and put a bow in them, that's when things start to change. And it's not just about the spiritual, it's about magnifying everything, and it's like releasing everything that's no longer serving your highest and greatest good. And as your DNA gets activated even more with these frequencies and the vibrations that are coming into the planet, this is why a lot of people are becoming ill and feeling it, because their bodies can't handle. And then when you're eating certain foods and drinking certain drinks and stuff, that's what's happening. Your body's just rejecting it, and it's like you need to. That's when you should start listening to your body, start listening to your mind, start looking at yourself more on every level, and start to purify your whole entire life, because that's what you're being shown. It's not that you're seeing that you're unwell and these kind of things, but it's like you need to purify your life. And once you start to change all these things, it's like your life does change. I've been there.
And look, sorry, somebody just sent us a message here. Laura, yeah. Sorry, I was mincing about with the phone. So when we talk about the new earth or the new world, it's a frequency, it's a vibration, it's an energy. So it's not like, we're all going to leave this planet and go to another planet. It's an energy within us that we create within us, and we create that through connection to the divinity within us. So when we reconnect to who we truly are, and we start to go on this ascension journey, this ascension pathway, we start to be able to move our consciousness in and out of our body. That's what we're doing when we activate our light body. So that's when we then be able to tap into other realms of consciousness and awareness, other frequencies, dimensions, and then we can actually tap into the creator realm, so if you like, the God world. And that's what we talk about. We talk about the new earth. So the earth is changing. The vibration and frequency of earth is changing, but it's not changing for everyone. And that's what you'll see, because you'll see certain people who talk about the new earth and they're in a really high frequency, and then you'll see a lot of people still in the lower vibrations of suffering and, you know, in the matrix. So it's not changing for everyone, because it's for those who have chosen that path. And for those that have chosen to ascend, and it's for those that have done the inner work and, you know, activated their light body to such an extent that they're able to tap into those frequencies, and they bring that frequency through their physical body. They bring those codes through, and I suppose they open up, a lot of people on the spiritual journey, they open up portals of opportunity for other people to tap into the new earth frequencies as well through the work that they do as well. But the new earth is a vibration, it's a frequency of, it's like paradise, it's like our untouched Eden blueprint that before it was ever interfered with, or there was ever any reversals or any distortions, it's like that paradise within us. It's the God seed, it's the Mother, Father, God, the Holy Child. It's like purity, innocence, joy. It's that inner child that is just happy, joyful and free. Hopefully that makes sense. A moon child, empathetic, indigo child.
Empathic.
So
yeah. Practice. We're all starseed and light workers. This is the thing, and it's like everything. Revert it all back to yourself first and foremost. And we're all healing. We always get through these initiations of healing, and then we'll step up a level, and then we'll get new downloads or new codes and keys for the next phase, and we've got a lot of unhealing to do, to be honest, and like over certain many lifetimes and many consciousness of like Lemuria and Atlantis and all of these things that have all fallen in the past. So it's all consciousness that we're rectifying, we're reclaiming, we're transforming, because we've all got traumas relating to these things, and then also you've got traumas from this life as well, because most of us have traumas from this life, and it's all about bringing it all back to yourself, Lola, as well. So
that's good.
And that's it. It's like a lot of things that we thought we knew, or we thought were the way to live our lives, it's all been a lie, and it's about unprogramming from all of these things, and even unprogramming from certain family members and jobs and friends, and because a lot of the times we're stuck in that zone with them, because they're not ready to ascend to their new earth. And this is the thing, it's like we are the new earth, we are one, we are everything. So when we ascend ourselves, that's when we're rectifying the frequency, we're putting the frequency back into the earth, and that's then transforming other people's lives by transforming our lives and moving on and showing people just by our energy, by our frequency, by our authenticity, our love and our affection, and for ourselves. That's what changes people, that's what changes the world.
Hi Kim, thanks for joining.
Hi Kim.
Happy 2025, beautiful people. And yet, Laura, if you feel like you're an indigo, you know. You trust your own inner guidance. If you feel like you're an indigo, you're an indigo. There are different types of indigo which can determine your journey, your path. Coatbridge. Mexico. We're originally from, I'm from Cambuslang actually. Gary's from, where are you from? Penally. But we lived in Hamilton before we came here. But if you feel you're an indigo, you are an indigo, so trust your inner guidance around that. There are different types though, and that will depend, that can determine the trajectory of your journey. And it's
Start looking into it.
It definitely feels like for you, you've reached the end of a cycle. And that's why you're really feeling really more positive, and you feel different this year, because it is going to be different for you.
Stepping into your power more.
Yeah. Oh, all of these little things, I don't know where they all come from. A lot of soul searching. Yeah, I mean, on this journey, what we're basically doing is...
It's soul reclamation.
That's what I was just about to say. Reclaiming soul fragments and soul splits, because we from the minute we come here, we're programmed.
Don't want to be searching all the time.
We're traumatised, we're fractured, our spirits are fractured, So
even here we're fractured and our spirits are fractured when we come. We're broken. We're broken from birth when we come here, because it's a crazy planet and it's a low dimensional frequency. And this is at this moment in time, and for the last good few years, it's people are actually awakening, and everything that's happening around the world is awakening even more people to their gifts and abilities. That's why a lot of things are happening around the world, to try and keep people stuck in that vibration and frequency. So you want to be loving yourself and just caring for yourself and being happy with yourself and all of these things, rather than always searching for things, because you've got all the answers within. All the answers are there, and like you bring it back. Always bring everything back to yourself first and foremost, and that's when the answers will all come easily.
I think as well. See, I was just about to say that Melanie's just read my mind, or we're reading each other's minds. But I was just about to say that. Don't get too hung up on labels and what you are. It's good to know your origins and what kind of contract and mission you're on, because it can really help you on your path and help you understand your journey. But really, we are all things, as Melanie said. Whispering Willows gave you great advice there. We are multifaceted and we're multidimensional. Totally agree. So you are all of these things. You are the green witch, you are the indigo, you are an empath, you're all of these things, because really once you step into your higher power and you embody your I am presence, your goddess presence and frequency, you can't really describe what you are. So it can be very difficult to just describe what you are, because you are everything. You are the creator, you are God, goddess in human form, and there are no limitations to your abilities and your gifts and what you can achieve. So labels are good to get an idea of who you are, where you've come from, maybe what your journey is about, but don't limit yourself to am I this, am I that. You're all of it. You're all of it.
Definitely. And it's all about higher frequency stuff, working with the solar gods and the Christos energy, and bringing it all, like I say, bringing it all back to yourself all the time.
Just saying hello. Sorry, I saw somebody new come in there. Secret Psychic.
Hello, Kelly.
888. We like that name. Thank you for joining. So I'm Diane.
I'm Gary.
From Indigo Blue Star. So I was going to try and tell you what we do, and then I just thought I've just said there about how difficult it is.
The buttons.
I've not touched the buttons because I'm doing stuff.
Keep pressing things. Next minute we'll have mad filters on with big mouths and Google eyes.
So
I know this we already look like that. So I don't know where I was, but that's what I was saying. So
you're
just
right there.
The solar.
Oh, solar.
Solar energy.
I'm just because the comments are stopping.
Sorry, just leave it.
No, but they're still kind of. There we go.
There you go. See, hold it for you.
So welcome in if
That's
you're new
great. You're
as
listening
well.
and acting.
Yay! Yeah, definitely. And we've just come on today. So for those of you that don't know us, we are quantum energy healers and activators, guides, twin flames. But as I just said, actually tying into that comment, it's very difficult to say what you are when you're fully embodied in that God consciousness, because you are all things. We're able to tap into all different realms of consciousness, experience, abilities, gifts, all different templates, priestess, high priestess, so there's all these different aspects of ourselves, and that's the whole journey. Come back to the soul reclamation when you were saying about a lot of soul searching. That's the journey we're on, reclamation of the soul, of the fragmented aspects of our soul. So when we reclaim an aspect of our soul, that's when we reclaim that aspect of ourselves that is the green witch, or that aspect of us that was the empath, or that aspect of us that was, solar god. So we're reclaiming all the time, and that's when these archetypes, if you like, and these labels come in, because we're reclaiming that power. It's a power retrieval, it's a soul retrieval, it's a remembrance of who you truly are, what you're capable of, what you've done in many lifetimes. You're calling it back. So you're all of these things. You're more powerful than you can even imagine.
And you only get what you need to know at this moment in time for your ascension journey. So
I'm going to go shoot. I'm going to do the toilet. I will be back. I'll leave you in Gary's capable hands.
Incapable hands. Incapable hands. So whatever you're getting just now, coming through for you, this is where you need to be at this moment in time. And so in the future, things will start to change, because we've been on this journey for a few years now. I've been on it for about 4 or 5 years, and Diane's been 6 years. And over the time, everything's evolved. And when we were going through certain things, when we were certain kind of characteristics, and we were bringing in certain frequencies and vibrations, then it changes, because your vibration and frequency rises again. So then you step into the next part of your journey, and then the next part, and it's whatever you're getting in at this time, that's when you want to pull that energy in, start working with that, and then start moving on in the future, and think other things will start coming in. You start to learn more and start to feel it in your energy and your frequency. Yeah, that's right. Everything clicks into place. You're right. I didn't know that was it. It said that actually. Aye, Lola, that's right. It's crazy. Everything, and just by coming on here today, this is part of your journey. So, and things that we're saying are like, this is activations for you. So it's not just like we're saying things. You're meant to come on here and hear certain things and get the activation for you to move into the next part of your journey. This is how it works. We've all got the jigsaw for each other, the certain parts.
Sorry, causing mayhem.
She's hassle everywhere she goes. So we've all got keys and codes for each other and parts of the jigsaw on this journey, and this is the beautiful thing about being on this journey. When we start to realise that we've all got individual parts for each other, and it's like it's amazing when you start to meet your soul family.
Yeah. It's just a beautiful feeling of love and recognition, and
it's all about evolving for all. We're all here to evolve. We're all here to get to that highest goddess point, the God point.
Well, not to touch it.
Touch it if you want, but it's
touch it if you want.
Touch it if you want.
Go and touch
it. You teach quantum.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We teach quantum healing, and we do online mentorship, and we also do. Don't touch it. We also do.
Sorry to be touched.
A container called Galactic Air School, where we teach quantum healing and activation in there as well. So yes, we do teach it. Spiritual camping weekends. Now there's a suggestion. We've just recently relocated to Mexico, from Scotland, obviously in the UK. So we've been here since October, so 3 months now. We have got plans to do events here, but that's going to be next year, probably later in the year. But we won't be doing camping. We want luxury, darling. No. We want sunshine. We want luxury. We want fun. We want high vibrations. Yeah.
Camping's good though.
Maybe not in Mexico. It might not be good to
look up the settings.
There's a lot of fucking beasties here. So on this live, you've got I don't know if she's light codes of love or soul sister spiritual healing.
Light codes of love.
Emma, comment. So Emma's on the live, and she does a lot of amazing events. Are you in Scotland, Laura?
Kelly,
no, that's somebody else.
I thought she said she was in Kelly as well.
Oh, did she? Tense. Right, so you want to be speaking to Emma, who's on the live. She was on the live. There she is. Happy Healing Portal.
Happy Healing Portal.
She has come on. Sorry, Laura. Also Melanie, who's on here as well, Whispering Willow. She does a lot of stuff like that as well, don't you, Melanie? Camping and drumming, and yes, so she's right. That's right up her street.
Right up her drum.
Yeah, no, you're right. I do love all that kind of stuff, like nature and drumming and all of these things. Emma and Gosha are both awesome, powerful. Yes, they are. They're both amazing, amazing women. So many amazing souls on here. Anne's here. Liz, yourself. You're discounting yourself there, Liz. So that's Liz, the Ancient Queen. Did you know that? Yeah, that's her Liz. So, yes, a lot of beautiful, powerful women on here that do a lot of amazing events and a lot of... sorry, we need to do this wee jigsaw thing. I don't know if anybody else gets this on their TikTok lives, but it's like a wee jigsaw and you've got to put it into place to keep on the live. So reach out to these ladies and they may be able to help you there in Scotland. You met your star family, girl.
Yay.
Yeah, we're on fire. We are all on fire. You can really feel it in each other, can't we? We can really feel like
the
just
tide,
the magnetism.
The tide has changed.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Ancient Queen is in New York. That is our beautiful Liz. She is an out of this world activator.
What the fuck?
A channeler and healer as well. So we are all over the world, but we're all connected. We're all connected and we're all supporting and loving each other as well. So beautiful. We've got Anne, we've got our beautiful star mother here as well. She's in South Lanarkshire. I won't give her location away.
No, in case.
What the fuck? So yeah, lots of beautiful women on here that they're very spiritual, Laura, and can help you out if you're looking for some connection and events and stuff. Anne's a Reiki master as well. She's also a light language channel, quantum energy healer. So they're all here.
Yep. And we're here.
We're here as well, but we're in
You can check out our Facebook page, it's Indigo Blue Star.
Well, we've got a link tree.
We've got a link tree on here. You can just follow our link tree and you'll take you to our YouTube as well. We've got free meditations and stuff on there, free activations. So you can go there and check us on YouTube, which is Indigo Blue Star 2, isn't it?
Yeah, they're learning. Yeah. So yeah.
But thanks so much. I've become a loner. That's all part of the journey. To be alone time and
feeling safe now.
That's part of. I was a loner for a few years as well. Diane was the same. You've got to go on that kind of soul reclamation of finding yourself first and foremost before you start to step into your power.
Yeah, so we've all been doing a bit of that lately. I totally agree. We've been doing a bit of that as well.
Totally necessary, isn't
it? Yeah, but it's good to feel safe to reach out. Sometimes we don't feel safe to reach out and connect with people, and it's because we've got a lot of past life trauma as well.
Time to step out though, Lola. This is the thing. This is a year for it.
You need to realise sometimes it's our past lives and past life trauma, persecution, betrayal. It's all these kind of things that are in our field that sometimes prevent us from wanting to reach out and connect with people. But it's good to connect because when we connect we become really powerful. We share these keys and codes, as Gary was saying. We share remembrances, we activate each other, and we just connect as this beautiful morphogenetic field of unconditional love and anchor that into the grid. So the more of us that connect, the more powerful we become. And I'm with you, David. I'm a bit of a loner as well. Obviously I'm with Gary practically 24/7, but he doesn't really count because he is actually me.
We are the same soul.
We are one soul, so it's like being with myself. But other than that, solitude, I like connection and I like interaction, but I also like to be alone a lot of the time. So I'm a bit of both. I can do both, but I like to dip in and out. I couldn't be around people all the time and connect all the time and do stuff all the time. That's just not me. I need that solitude and alone time to really go deep in my own journey. Thank you, Claire. Hi, Claire. Happy 2025.
Yeah. And if that's the way you're feeling, Lola, about it's time to step out and you're done with a lot of people, that's definitely the right course
Thank
of
you
action.
for the gift to attract narcissists. People, don't we all, darling?
Yes, because of your shining bright light. That's what it is. Your shining bright light attracts them, and it's like, and that's what happens. We attract damaged people into our lives.
And it's also about your own trauma, Laura, as well. So, like we said earlier, whatever's unresolved in your field of consciousness, that's what you'll attract into your reality. So if you've got something in your field of consciousness around, it can be implants as well that make us more visible to these individuals. But if you've got trauma around, relationships or unworthiness, or you've got an implant that's showing you up as an empath that's to be brutalised, that can attract these people into your life as well. So, but don't give your power away by saying I only attract narcissists. The narcissist is just somebody who's got unhealed trauma as well. That's what we need to remember. Sometimes there's this kind of thing with empaths and narcissists where we pit it against each other, but the narcissist is just unhealed, somebody who's traumatized and unhealed as well, and you're reflecting that back because there's an unhealed aspect of you as well. So once you heal that aspect of your own consciousness, you will stop attracting those types of individuals into your life because you won't be a frequency match.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, but it's something I think we can all resonate with.
Totally. And the thing is, it comes in many forms. So it can just be friends and family and just people coming and dumping all the shit on you all the time. So it doesn't necessarily need to be a total narcissistic relationship, because it's like most people will be victims, or most people will be suffering and dump the suffering and the victimhood onto you, and you're always there listening and you don't realise that you're picking up all that energy. And a lot of it, for me, when I was going through my tough times in life and my emotional health issues, and I didn't realise it was other people's stuff that I was picking up on, and when I did and I started doing work around it, that's when my life transformed, totally transformed. And it was like I kept the people away and I protected my energy, all of these things. And I went to get help as well. I done CBT, which did help me, but I always knew that I had the capability and the ability to do it myself. I always knew I had to do it myself. But it did help me at the time when I was about the same age, 44 or something, maybe about 44, maybe a bit older, because she said.
So thank you for the rose.
Maybe a bit older than that.
Thank you.
And it just flicked a switch in me.
Healing
so it did, and I only went like for 8 hours. It was like 8 hour sessions, and that was that you go for these kind of. That was a segment you go for the CBT, and then I went and done it, and by the 8th one I had totally changed my subconscious. I'd come out of the reptilian part of my brain. I was starting to feel good about myself again, and then the healing started. That was my healing started. I was starting to take control of my life. But then I took another dip again a few years later, and then that's when the Ascension started. That's when I actually awakened to my spiritual gifts and everything else, and that's when everything came online. So these things are good as well.
And David was just saying that the tough times, the dark times are what make us who we are. Yeah. Absolutely. That's where we find the light, isn't it? In the darkest times in our life.
And when you get to this stage of the Ascension, or when you get to, once you get through that and you're ascending and you're starting to bring the power back to yourself, it's a totally different way of looking back at everything. You look back on gratitude, even at the tough times, because you think what the lessons you learned there, and it's not like I'll never do that again. It's just that it's never going to come into your frequency again. It's not even that you need to look back and go, I'm not going to fall into that trap. It's just your frequency and your vibration. When that rises, that trap isn't there anymore. These traps aren't there. These situations won't occur.
Yeah, Gary, I love it. Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Getting me horny. I just said that to make you laugh.
I'll keep on. 15 years.
Keep talking to me, baby. It's good to see you all. Happy 2025, all our crew. We love you all.
I was 20 years in a dark night of the soul, so it totally resonates. And then that's when I came out of it. It was only like 4 or 5 years ago. So everything is attainable on this ascension journey when you bring it all back to yourself. Yeah. Everything.
Definitely. And we do a divine blueprint reading and activation called the Divine Plan, Laura, as well. So if this is something you're interested in, if you do want to find out more about your origin and your path, and how your journey's kind of been the way it is, and receive the codes to help you move forward and activate more of your blueprint. We do that, we do offer that, so it's in our link tree. I'm only suggesting it because I feel it would be beneficial for you, but obviously you go where you're guided and do what you want to do, but it would be useful for you.
You learn a lot. And
is there any water?
Aye, no, it's not there. You're saying that you're glad that I came out of it, and I had no option but to come out of it. This is the thing, but once I started on this journey, there was nothing that I could go back to, because my vibration and frequency was rising that much, that fast, that the people and everything else that that I had in my life, or anything that I had in my life, my house, anything at all, it just didn't resonate anymore, and it was like there was no option. Once you go on this journey, there's no option there is an option, but for me there was no option to go back, because I was just ascending, and I just went all in and just took everything, like, this is my new life, this is my mission, this is my passion, this is everything, and I just trusted in the universe, trusted in myself. And as every day went on, when I was doing the work on myself, I was changing every day. So every 24 hours, I was making that small step to this new me, and it was the true me, the real me, the authentic me, the loving me, the all for me.
Thank you for the follow.
So that's the thing. Lola, once you're on this path, it's very, very hard to go back. Very, very hard, basically, because everything naturally just falls away from you, and I'm talking, and it's you release attachment to these things. So you do by raising your frequency and your vibration.
Thank you for the healing bracelet, Claire. I love that. Thank you for the gifts and the love hearts. And
I've got my bracelet on, Claire, the one that you like.
Oh, aye. Paul's got the other one, so there's two. What I was going to say to you was, Lola, it's very common to have a fear of your own power, because we hold so many templates of persecution wounding, where we've been persecuted for using our gifts and abilities, and for stepping out in our power, and usually something has happened, and that's where that fear comes from. It's very, very common. It's something we all need to release on this journey, because we remember, when I stepped out in my power, using my gifts and my abilities, sharing my truth, something happened, and that's part of it. You need to break through the barriers and the fears and the limitations to step into your power, to reclaim your power as well. So
I've been you forever, Nikki.
I've been you forever. Happy 2025. It's beautiful to see you all in here.
As you're saying about there's darkness in you, Lola, that's natural.
There's darkness in all of us.
Being an indigo that's like this, that's part of the journey. Yeah. So it's about we go through the darkness to get to the light.
Don't be scared of your darkness, embrace it.
Yeah. And that's what gives you the power.
Embrace it, and alchemize it into power. That's what you should. All this stuff happening, I don't know what's going on. So what we're going to do is we do mentorship as well, Laura, if you feel like you want to go into this a bit more. So Linktree, or send us a DM if you're interested. But we're going to do some breakdance. No, we're not. We're going to do a little bit of healing, actually, because that's what we were guided to come on and do. But as usual, our big gobs of
get in the way.
We've got totally distracted from what our initial plan was.
That's good.
No, we're going to do some light language and some healing, and we're going to bring through our andaras. The andaras want to come out and play, and I feel like we're just going to bring in. So I'm getting the violet flame first of all. Is that violet? I can't see. That's not violet. So I'm getting the violet flame. So when people are talking about that they feel like they're coming to the end of a cycle, or I know Sheila earlier was saying she felt she was struggling a little bit, and we are coming to the end of a cycle, and we are going through this deep root chakra clearing on a collective level. So we're going to bring in the violet flame, and we're going to bring in our violet flame andaras. So for anybody who hasn't heard of andaras, these are master crystals. They come from volcanic glass, and they come to you when you're ready. They come into your life when you're ready, but they are very, very powerful. They hold a lot of sacred keys, codes, knowledge, wisdom, and they can really, really change your frequency, your vibration. They can do anything. They're magical. So we are going to be working with these, and we're going to do some clearing. So let's just start by clearing out anything that is ready to be released. So you can close your eyes if you want, and just take, so we're holding the andaras as we do this. Just take a nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, and just calling all of your energy, all of your attention, all of your focus to the here and now, to the present moment of time and space, so that you're fully present to receive this energy healing, activation and clearing. I'm just going to activate a beautiful violet flame. So just see the violet flame that comes into your field. It's actually coming down around your feet area, so it's coming from below you, this violet flame. It's coming up from Mother Gaia, coming up from the inner earth, this beautiful violet spark, coming up towards your feet, travelling up through your feet, up through your chakra system, going into your root now, doing a deep root clearing. And it's going to work its way all the way up through your chakras, all the way through your energy field, and it's just going to clear and transmute anything that doesn't serve you. So just release and let go now of anything you want to let go of. You're not taking this with you into this beautiful new frequency. Just going to bring in some light language to help me transmute. Mokayara tiara kiara sikikia tiara kia tiara. Makianaya sikikia kaya tiara tia sukuya tiara. Ushanaya rakianaya tiara kia tiara makatia.
Shakaye mukutayo makakaye koyokotayo.
Mia sikikia
Kushataye koyo. Namakaka itiyoko.
Mokoyana tiana yatia.
Koyamataka inekiti kokokorokotoyo.
Just release and let go. Just feel anything that feels heavy, anything that's weighing you down. It's just been completely alchemized into love. It cannot survive in this beautiful light body of yours. These heavy, dense frequencies and energies are just completely transmuting into beautiful, beautiful little flames of rainbow love. Kia tia rama kakaraya sikikia taraya sukurukotoyo. Just removing any density, negative energy. Mia tiara sikikia taraya sukurukotoyo. Kia tara sikikia taraya.
Time to get your duster out.
Mia tiara sikikia
Wipe
taraya.
the slate clean.
Mia tiara sikikia.
Leave everything in the past. It's time to step into your highest and most beautiful timeline, your abundance timeline, the love. Let it all go. Into all dimensional frequency and vibration back in 2024. Shanaya Mukuto Yokomoto Yokomoto.
Just feel as the beautiful violet flame and the frequency of the Andara and the Andarian consciousness comes in, helping to lift you into a higher frequency, a higher dimensional reality, removing any barriers, blockages, lightening any challenges, bringing in more light, bringing in divine love, divine union. Just feel that unity consciousness. Kia ria tarase kia ratia mahaya ratia. Ya sakataya nase kia ratia rase kia.
Toyonamoto yati shigikoka ikushinamoto.
Mianati arasa kiki
Shana
andarasa
mikiki
kiki
kukutu
andarasa
yono.
kiki andaraya. Mianati arasa kiki
Natu
andarasa
yana moko yata yaka yaka kushutu.
miati. Just as the violet flame just cleanses now. Anything that might come into your awareness that you're releasing at this time, just have a last look, but you're not taking this with you.
No.
Just let it go. Release all cords, bonds and attachments to that doesn't serve you. Just let the violet flame dissolve them now. You're not holding yourself back anymore.
Release the baggage. Release others' baggage as well. Anything that you may have been holding on to from others, or picked up from others, or been suffering for others. Just release it all.
I'm just bringing in this beautiful violet flame now from above. Coming right down through your crown, through your central channel, through your ascension column, right down through your spinal column. Completely cleansing and clearing all your chakras now. Going into each individual energy centre and clearing out that which does not serve you. And the energy will go where it needs to go. Just take a moment to think, where am I giving my power away? Where am I giving my power away? Where am I giving my power away? That is the message that's coming in. We're in this beautiful energy of reclamation, soul, power retrieval. So where can you reclaim your power? Where is it being taken from you? Where are you allowing it to be taken? Where are you giving it away? And just setting the intention to call this power back to you now. You are the power. You are the power. You are the power. The power is not out with you. It is within you.
For all cords, bonds, attachments to anything and anybody you're giving your power away to.
Bringing in some beautiful codes of divine love and divine union and empowerment. As we move into this beautiful new frequency, in our highest and best version of ourselves, we're not going into this new energy, this new earth energy as fragmented, traumatised, broken souls. No, that's not happening. We're moving into this new earth energy, this new frequency as enlightened, powerful beings who are awakened to the power and divinity that we hold in the goddess consciousness within us. So it's time to reclaim your power from all people, all places, all situations, all experiences. It's time to untether your energy, unweave your energy from anyone or anything or any place that seeks to stop you on your path of divine reclamation. From anyone that seeks to stop you from living a beautiful life, from stepping into your highest divine timeline, it is time to release them, no matter who they are.
Make space for growth and abundance. Make space for love and happiness and joy, peace, tranquility. within yourself and your heart. Make space for you and your higher dimensional gifts and abilities to come online, to bring it all back to your heart, your beautiful, beautiful heart that's been stolen or been broken or been fractured from others or other things in the past, and it's no longer happening. You're bringing all the power back to yourself, and this year you're going to ascend beyond your highest beliefs, and you're triumphant. This year, we're no longer sitting in the sidelines, we're no longer staring at our phones, we're no longer worrying about what other people are thinking about us or what other people are saying about us. We're standing in our power, you're standing in your glory, in your true God, Goddess, source, light. This is your year, this is all our years. This is a year of transformation, completion. Everything that no longer serves your highest and greatest interest or highest and greatest life is being left behind. There is no option to take it with you. There is no option to go backwards. We are going into this golden age of the Ascension journey, of the most powerful frequency and vibration that's hitting the planet. Accept it, embrace it, love it, and love yourself unconditionally first and foremost. Take no shit. This is your year. This is our year. This is the new earth.
And just take a moment to just release anything, release any thoughts, any emotions, any doubts, any fears, and anything that's been coming into your mind around separation from others, because we are coming into unity consciousness. We are one, we are love, we are all aspects of God in this human physical incarnation, but there is so much separation between us all. There is so much put in place to divide us, to have us competing against each other. There is so much envy, jealousy, distortion that stops us being that unified force field. But the truth is, when we come into unity and connection, when we unite as one, as beautiful star seeds, as beautiful beings, we create this beautiful force field, this magnetic, powerful force field of energy that can change the frequency of the planet, of those around us, of people we're working with. And it's time to release these feelings of, not being part of a community, of not being accepted, of envy, jealousy, competitiveness, particularly with women. This is something we do a lot of work around. The sisterhood wound, the witch wound. It's all done by design. We've been programmed to be against each other. We've been programmed to compete. We've been programmed to be envious, to be jealous. And it's all coming up now for release, because we're moving back into these beautiful new timelines and frequencies where we are coming back into unity. We are coming back into wholeness. We are coming back, rather than the masculine and feminine being against each other, which is what they want, we are coming back into divine union. And we are releasing these templates of envy, jealousy, competitiveness, hatred, division. Let's become a unified force field, of power, strength and love. And just leave all the shit that isn't ours to begin with anyway.
It's just stuff you've picked up along the way in this journey. All of these feelings and traumas and emotions and everything else that you've picked up on this journey through this life isn't yours. It was never yours. It was programmed from the life that we've been taught. It's programmed from how we've been brought up, the ancestral patterns, the ancestral timelines, and it's like we're here to break all this. We're here to come back to one. We are one. We are love. We are unity consciousness. It's now or never on the planet. This is, what are you waiting on? It's time for everybody to step out with their message, with whatever it is they've got. and show people that they can bring it back to themselves, show people that we can change our lives, we can transform our lives by stepping into our power, by releasing all that no longer serves us.
Releasing these distortions that are designed to keep us in separation and division. It's up to us to
break the programming
and come back together as a unified force field, as a unified morphogenetic field of magnetic extraterrestrial angelic beings who are here to change the frequency of the planet and the earth. They want us divided, they want us fighting, they want us conflicting,
jealous,
everything.
They want us talking about each other behind our backs. They want to drag you into everybody else's mire. They want the grief, all the other things. This is how they operate, and it's all about how do we de-operate for these things.
We come in at a higher frequency of love and unity consciousness and just transmute
ourselves first and foremost. We do it on a singular basis. We don't try and help everybody else because we've been doing that our whole life and it got us nowhere. We've been trying to help everybody else, and that's why we feel so shit. That's why our lives have been so traumatic. That's why our emotions have been all over the place. Everything is because we're programmed to try and help everybody else, and we're deprogrammed from helping ourselves. So it's all about if you look at the planet, and once everybody's standing in their power, what have we got? The ultimate power for all. Everybody's got to be in their power, and that's the way we need to do it on an individual basis. First and foremost, good to be helping other people, but help them on a higher consciousness level when you can. Don't think that you need to drag everybody with you. We drag ourselves up first, and then once you've got enough to spread, that's when we spread it. Think about it, be selfish for a change. It's for us. We're here to be creator beings. We're here to be loving beings and abundant beings and have everything in our life, joy, happiness, but it's been ripped from us through eternal sacrificing and eternal things that have been going on in the planet. And it's all about stepping out of the fear zone. Fear is just false evidence appearing real. It's not even a real thing.
Or forget everything and remember.
And forget everything and run as well. So we're all living in this fear, dumping all these toxic chemicals into our body, which puts us in even more fear and stops our minds from working. We're in the reptilian part of the brain. We're at a stage now where working on yourself is the new.
It's non-negotiable.
It's the new you. It's the new way of life. Working on ourselves at an emotional, physical, mental and spiritual level. It's not just about going to the gym and pounding the gym, it's about everything.
We need to do it on all levels.
Every
emotional,
level.
Spiritual, physical, mental. We need to be working on
releasing
all
everything
energy
that no
bodies.
longer serves us.
We need to be, you can't just focus on looking good and feeling good. You need to be tapping in spiritually. You need to be connecting into your gifts, your multidimensionality.
And stepping out with your gifts and speaking about it and telling people, and this is my journey, and this is where I'm at, this is where I'm going. When I done that, it was the most empowering thing ever. I was telling everybody about this new journey I was on, about meditating and doing this and releasing people and all of these things, and people thought I was even more crazier than what I really was. But that was all good because they can see the change now, and that's good. That's the whole point of the journey, is for you to notice the change first and foremost. But when others notice it, it makes a massive difference.
I'm just bringing in the frequency of this beautiful clear andara now. And these andaras, they hold a lot of light. They also bring in a lot of activation, and they bring in a lot of protection as well. So just bringing in this beautiful energy of light and protection and activation to activate your light body, to activate your beautiful 12D shield, to protect you on this journey, activate your remembrance, who you truly are and why you came here, of your divine mission, your divine blueprint, and all the power that you hold.
Sukorokotoyo.
Miati anaya sukora nataraya sakiki arati ara sakiki arati ara sakiki atoro sukotosha. I'm really feeling the Lyran energy coming in now. So the Lyran, the feline, our beautiful feline guardians coming in, bringing in the energy of royalty, of regality, of abundance. Just feel that energy as it comes into the space and reminding you that you have the power and you have everything you need at your fingertips. We always look out with ourselves for the answers. It's all within, and like Gary said, doing the work is no longer non-negotiable now. You cannot bury your shit anymore because it's going to come out whether you like it or not. It's coming out, and it's coming out to see the light. It's coming out to become light. It's coming out to be recognised, witnessed, acknowledged, integrated. It's coming out for you to alchemise your pain into power. Miati arasa kiki arati arasa kiki arusu kuto shakaraya tarani arati arasa kiki araya. Mia narati arasa kiki ataraya sukuto shakaraya tarani arasa kiki ataraya. Miati arasa kiki. Just doing a 12D diamond shield activation here, and this is going to help to activate your field and protect your field. Miyaki arati aranasa kiki aramakataraya sakiki atoro sukuto shakaraya tarani arati arasa kiki ataraya. Mia narati arasa kiki ataraya sakiki. Protect your light, protect the power that you hold. Kia tiara sakiki ataraya. You did not come here. You did not come here for your light to be siphoned by those around you who want to remain in suffering. Kia tiara sakiki atoro sukuto shakaraya tara sakiki atoro sukuto shakaraya tara sia karatara sakiki ataraya sukuto shakaraya tara. Remember who you are. Kia tiara sakiki ataraya. Remember the power that you hold. Remember you are a multi-dimensional, majestic being. Mia tiara sakarai. Remember you're a magician. Kia tiara sakiki atoro sukuto shakaraya tara sakiki ataraya. You are more than this physical body. Kia tiara sakiki atoro sukuto shakaraya tara niara sakiki ara tiara sakiki ataraya. What you waiting for? Kiara ta sakiki ara tiara sakiki atara sakiki atoro sukusu. And as I said, the lions are coming in. We have a cat at our door. As if we needed any more confirmation. Your lion guardians, your feline guardians, that lion heart within, that lion heart is ready to roar. Kiara sakiki kiara tiara sukutu shakaraya tara mia natara. Koro sukutu shakaraya tara sakiki kiara tiara sakiki ataraya shukura. Activating that power. Your crystalline heart. Kia tiara sakiki ataraya sukatara. Let me hear your lion roar. Moshanara kiti kiki kiki aroto sukura ta sakiki ataraya sukura. Maharaya tiara nahayara tiara mahayara tiara sakiki ataraya sukutusha. We are the kings and queens. We are the royal ones. We are the regal ones. We are the monarchy. Kia tiara sakiki atoro sukutusha karaya tara sakiki ataraya. We are the solar gods, the solar goddesses. Miatiara sakiki ataraya. We are the lions. Miatiara sakiki. We are the guardians. Kiatiara makataraya sakiki ataraya. You came here as a guardian of earth. You came here as a guardian of truth. You came here as a guardian of ancient knowledge and wisdom. You came here to change the planet. Kiatiara sakiki aratiara sakiki ataraya sakataraya sukuto shakaraya. Remember who you are. Kia tiara sakiki atara, and all the power that you hold. Kia tiara sakiki aratia.
Came here to fuck things up.
Yes.
In the best possible sense.
Remember who you are. Rainbows. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring in a beautiful new earth rainbow aurora activation. Somebody was asking about what is the new earth. So the new earth, the heaven or earth frequency and vibration. You can think about it as all the beautiful colours of the rainbow. It's all the rays of consciousness. It's the 7 gates that lie in the Andromeda galaxy. It's when you see the aurora in the sky, that's the new earth frequencies flooding in, when it's the genuine aurora in the sky. I read your mind there. And not the simulated one. That is the new earth, that is the aurora new earth. The aurora new earth is this beautiful frequency of divine union, of the balance of the masculine and the feminine within, and the
rainbow andara
connection to the divinity that we hold. And it's divine love, it's divine magic, it's divine power, it's an energy of creation and abundance and joy and bliss. It's an energy where there are no limitations, there's only possibilities. It's a frequency where you are in that beautiful space of inner knowing and inner connectedness with God and with all things, that you just know as a child of the universe that your back is covered and that you are protected and that you can walk forward guided by source, knowing that you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong if you are guided by God's source, and you come from a place of authenticity, integrity and love. You just cannot go wrong. It's really that simple.
We can send you the link below. That's fine.
I've no glasses on. If you think I'm ignoring you,
That's
I'm
fine.
not.
We can send you the link.
I've just got no glasses on, just because it's easier to concentrate sometimes with no glasses on. There's the music stop. Everything's all falling apart. But it's not, it's coming together.
It's coming together.
So we're just going to bring through some beautiful rainbow aurora frequencies. So this is a rainbow andara. We do have some of these rainbow, we do have some andaras here for new guardians, but obviously we're in Mexico now, we're not in Scotland, so we are assuming the guardians for these andaras are in Mexico.
Or surrounding areas.
Yeah. But to be honest, I'm not ready to part with them.
South America.
We're enjoying working with them. And we've been using them for grid work. Andaras will change your life.
Yes.
I'll tell you that much. Okay. So just close.
Happy New Forever, Donatella.
Donatella! Hello, beautiful. Happy New Forever. Happy 2025.
And beyond.
And just bringing in this beautiful aurora, new earth frequency. So just close your eyes and just feel as a beautiful rainbow ray of light. It's coming down from the Stargate of Andromeda. Miati arasa kiki atoro sukoto shakarayatara ni arasa kiki atoro sukoto shakarayatara ni arasa kiki ataraya. Coming down from the gates of heaven all the way down through the galactic core, through the cosmic central sun, down through the white diamond Elohai sun. Coming down into your space, into your field now. It's beautiful rainbow aurora rays. Just feel that frequency as it comes into your field. Feel the love. Feel the unity consciousness. Coming down through your crown. Mashianaya ratia wosha natiara. Mia karatia rasekiki aturo sukuto shakaraya karania rasekiki ataraya. Feel that beautiful rainbow aurora, your frequency traveling down through your crown, down your body. Kiara sikiki ataraya, sukoto shakaraya tarania, kiara sikiki ataraya. Moshanara, Moshanara, Moshanaraya, kiara sikiki atara. Traveling into your higher heart now, open and expanding your higher heart, opening you up to more love, divine union. Open your heart to love. Allow this beautiful energy to bring down any heart walls. Release any resistance. Taraya. Open and expand in the higher heart. Kia Tiara Sikikia Taraya Sukuto Shakaraya Taraniara Tiara Sikikia Tura Sukura Nahayara. Traveling down into your heart now. Clearing out anything that is not in alignment with this new earth frequency. Mia Karatiara Sikikia Taraya Sukuto Shakaraya Tara. Mara Niara Tiara Sikikia Taraya Sukura Katara. You might be feeling this, you might be feeling emotional, you might be having a physical release, you might be burping, you might be farting, you might be sneezing, yawning. This is all normal. It's energy moving out. Kiara Sikikia Tara Sikikia Toro Sukuto Shakaraya. This is activating your field. Mia Tiara Sikikia Toro Sukuto Shakaraya. Mora Nataraya. Let's feel that rainbow aurora activation all through your field, but just anchoring it into the heart. Kiara Tiara Sikikia Taraya Sukuto Shakaraya. Mia Natara Sikikia Taraya. And anchor that energy into the heart space. Kiara Tiara Sikikia Taraya Sukuto Shakaraya Sikiki Maratia Nahayara Tiana. And just allow it to circulate from your heart. You can send the energy down through your lower chakras, down your legs. You can send it down into Gaia, but just know that it's in your heart now, it's in your field, it's in your frequency, and it's activating. Mia Tiara Sikikia Toro Sukuto Shakaraya Tara. Mia Tiara Sikikia Ratia Manara Kiara Tiara Sikikia Toro Sukuto Shakaraya Tara. Mukoyata. Mia Natara Sikiki Yarosukuya Taya Sikiki Nahaya Ratia. Mia Tiana. Mushono. Na Kiata. Mahakataya. Mushanaya. Just having a wee chat there. Thank you, beautiful people. Oh, are you bored? You need his stone. What one, Laura?
This one.
Oh, the rainbows. That's a rainbow andara, that one. The rainbows are very powerful. They bring through a lot of different frequencies. Yeah.
It's good. Yawning's good, Ellie.
Yawning is a good release. I don't know why I'm speaking like that.
Yawning is good.
Yeah. And rainbow, when you feel connected to the rainbow ones, it can be, you're a rainbow child. And I know you're an indigo, but like we said, you're all things. This is a rainbow as well, but it's a bit different, that one. I've got a rainbow here as well, but this is mine. Yours is better.
This one's a good one as well, actually.
This is our one as well. Little baby rainbow. Yoni. Oh, do you know, gosh, we're obviously tapping into the same thing, because as soon as I finished that, I saw an orange andara, and I thought, we'll do a little sacral clearing. And then you just said, Yoni. Yeah, the rainbow andaras, you're very connected into that frequency, aren't you, Marie? So this is an orange one for the sacral chakra. Light code's amazing. And I was just getting, why don't we do a little sacral chakra clearing as well? A sacral chakra clearing and a little sacred sexuality activation. Let's bring in a bit of spice. Hey, darling.
What spice?
Spicy spice. Saucy spice. So you might feel this one in your vajayjay. Or your
manacles.
If you're a man. So we're going to do a clearing of the womb space and just clearing out any distortion, maybe preventing you from connecting into your true sacred sexuality, your tantra, your spicy you. Yeah. We like a bit of spice. Yeah. Especially in Mexico, they put fucking spice on everything here, by the way. You kind of get something without blowing your head off.
Even coconuts.
And they put spice in fruit, coconuts, everything. So you can just put a little hand on your womb if you like right now, or your hara if you're a man, which is your...
Thanks, Galactic High Priestess.
Galactic High Priestess. Which is your Your womb, if you're a man, it's your sacral chakra, so you can put a little hand there. What did I say? That's what I said, Hara. And just feel into it. And just prepare for this clearing and activation. Just take a little moment to connect into your womb or your Hara, collect into its consciousness. It's something we don't do often enough, but that is where our power lies, especially as women. When you're finding it difficult to step into your power, your purpose, your mission, to connect to your gifts, you want to be working on the womb.
On fire!
Also for men, there's a lot of distortion in the Hara around the man that keeps them stuck into lower realms of consciousness, a lot of implants and kind of dopamine addiction traps that can stop them from stepping into their power as well. So it's very, very important to be working on your sacral, your Hara, your womb, and just feel into it. Has she got any messages for you? And let's just do
activations. Codes, keys.
Codes, yeah. What does she want to share with you right now?
Does she want to clear out?
Okay, I'm going to call in Goddess Isis because she is the priestess of Tantra and sacred sexuality. Moshanaraya Kiatia Maharatiara Sikikiaratia Monoroto Sukura Kataraya Sakatara Sikiara Sutura Miana Siti Maharaya Tushanara. I'm going to allow the orange andara, so just feel this beautiful orange frequency coming into your sacred womb or Hara, cleansing and clearing. Bringing back the sacred fire. Golden flame. Activating your sacred sexuality. Clearing out any barriers to divine union. Divine love. Connecting you to the divine power within. We're just going to leave that beautiful orange flame, just cleansing and clearing and burning. It's going to keep activating in the days to come. And we're going to finish with a Kundalini activation because I can feel that's what you want. Cheeky lot. So there's the orange. Beautiful. Kundalini. What will we use for Kundalini? How are you feeling, guys? Let's get it on. We've actually got andaras all over the place because we made a little grid earlier, didn't we? Those are all over the shop. Trying to find them all. What about this? It's a rainbow as well. That's another rainbow. Kundalini. I'm getting Moldavite. We're going to use the Moldavite for Kundalini, so could you give me my Moldavite? There's one here. That's yours. Woo! The phone's falling. I can't see the comments, so... Oh! Gary's away for a pee. So we're going to do a little Kundalini activation, and this is to help when we're on this ascension journey and we're starting to activate. What we're really doing is activating that serpent energy at the base of the spine, that divine feminine Shakti energy, and when our chakras are clogged, if you like, it can be difficult for the energy to move freely up the spine. We want the energy to be flowing from our root, from the base of our spine, all the way up through our crown, all the way up to source. We want that to be a clear channel. We want that serpent within to be activated and to embody that serpent energy as well, that serpent priestess energy. It's not something to be feared, it's something to be integrated because it holds a lot of power. It's the serpent, the Kundalini rising. You know, it is the symbol of our ascension and our enlightenment journey, and everything that we do in this journey is, I suppose, around activating that Kundalini, coming into that divine union within, activating the Kundalini and giving it free flow so that you can reach enlightenment and activate your gifts, your abilities, your sexuality, your sensuality. You creativity. So I'm going to be using this Moldavite, which I know some of you have seen, which is an absolute beauty.
It's a beauty!
And it's also got there, it's got cabinite, and it's got a Lemurian diamond there. Lemurian diamonds are also very powerful stones as well. Bringing in the energy of transformation, and I've also got a wee bag of Moldavites here, another wee bag, so there's quite a few in there as well. So we're Moldavites coming in, so we're bringing in the energy of transformation, removing stagnancy, removing blocks, removing sexual blocks. I'm hearing some of you have got some sexual blocks where you're not connected truly into your sexuality, you're disconnected from your sexuality. It's very, very common. So we want to remove those blocks because our sexual energy is our power as well. Our sexual energy is our creative energy. So if we're disconnected from our sexuality, we're disconnected from our creative power.
How much is
this and this?
The Andara was that? Oh, the... Good on you, David. He's not gave his life force away for a few months. Very noble.
Sometimes I say that to Gary, that you should try that, but he's not into it.
Not very happy.
I'm like, it would give you more power.
Well, it does give me more power.
I think the difference is
I'm all right with my power.
when you're in a divine union and a divine partnership, intimacy really activates and empowers you as well. So it's different if you're being intimate. It's okay to be intimate, but be intimate with somebody who's high vibrational and somebody that's going to give you energy, rather than, as we've all done, being intimate with people that are just siphoning our energy and stealing our womb consciousness, and we're giving them healing through our sexuality, because that's what we do. We definitely feel, we spoke about this in a few sessions recently, haven't we, that when people are moving closer into that divinity within themselves and that divine union, they become celibate because you don't want to give yourself away. You don't want to give yourself away to somebody who is not a frequency match, and who is not like high vibrational, and who's not like got that divinity within them as well. You need to see that devotion to the God source within them, I think, before you want to be intimate. And if that's not there, if you're ascending yourself, it becomes really difficult to be intimate with somebody on that lower vibration. And that's normal.
It's the same as everything. You're just your vibration and your frequency, and there's no going to allow it take you into your awareness and into your body. It's the same as with alcohol or anything else. Once you ascend and you get past that stage, it's like you're not going to let any of these toxic things into your life. So whether that's through intimacy, through anything else. And that's good. You're protecting your energy was the key for me on this ascension path, David. So it was, and when I started protecting my energy, people just started naturally falling away. It was absolutely mind-boggling, but totally beautiful to watch.
Thank you for the rose. I can't see, but I can see a rose.
Galactic High Priestess.
Oh, I love her.
She's alright.
Who is she?
Goth.
She's the Galactic High Priestess, that's who she is. So we're going to do a little Kundalini activation, and this will just help get that beautiful serpent energy rising up through your chakra system, through your energy field, and remove any blockages, any stagnancy, and again just help you tap into that sacred sexuality within you, that tantra, that tantric priest or priestess.
I'm good, Sam.
The serpent priestess was coming in as well, and yeah, bringing in a little bit of twin flame activation as well, because I know a lot of you are on that path and that journey. Who's Sam? I can't see. Hi Sam. I can't see. I need to stop saying that. I'm going to end up going blind. I'm manifesting it. So just close your eyes.
I'm totally amazing, Sam.
Yeah, you're going to see in a wee minute just how amazing he is. So just close your eyes, and you can just set your intention to for your kundalini to rise, and for when we're doing this activation, you can set your intention for, visualise the serpent, the golden serpent that sits at the base of the spine, visualise it moving up your central column, your chakra system, and just ask to be made aware of anywhere in your body where there's maybe some blockages that are preventing that free flow of energy and preventing you from reaching the highest version of yourself and tapping into your higher self as well, because you can get a lot of clarity this way. Who's that? Is it Tony? Is it your Tony? No. Welcome, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
So just close your eyes, and this is going to be serpent light language coming in, and we're using the Moldavite, so the stone of transformation. It's also a heart opening stone. It's also very highly activating, and it connects you into your multidimensionality and your gifts and your abilities as well.
Yay!
Release any fear, release any resistance. Feel the God Goddess rising. Bingo. I feel like that says complete, darling.
So they are.
Okay, I'll put my glasses on. I've lost the glasses on. I've actually lost
How can you
them. How can I lose them? How is this possible? Honestly, I wonder about myself sometimes. I don't know where they are.
It must be something.
I can't see. I don't know. Oh, I'm sitting on them. God, I'll bend them. Right, I can see now. Have we still got people there? You're lit. Yeah, I'm lit. Let's get lit, baby. Fire. Beautiful. Thank you.
Bring on the Kundalini.
Woohoo! Bring it on.
Yay.
Oh, what does that mean? Rasa kwana desi kusimanea aihiagata. Is that light language?
Oh, that sounds like it. Thank you. You're very welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, Tallulah. Thank you, Tallulah.
Oh, right, okay. Thanks,
Lots of love.
Thank you. Anna has it.
Yeah, Anahazi, Serpent, Isis was in there. There was Egyptian in there as well. I think that was a big mixture actually. I was actually getting Atlantis as well. So, oh, you've never met anyone that's, well, welcome to the club. I think loads of us in here speak light language.
Yep, definitely.
It's the language of your soul.
That's why you recognise it.
So you might recognise it on a soul level, an energetic level. You feel the resonance of the frequency. It will activate you in whatever way you're ready to be activated at this time. So yeah, I'm so glad you've joined us today, Lola.
So, man.
Laura.
Send us a message.
Yeah, send us a message.
We'll send you the link or whatever to the
She's looking for an andara.
Andara.
So for
My
andaras,
left foot is on fire.
we actually
Literally, no.
we source our andaras from your left foot moving forward. Left foot.
Stepping into your power. Left side. Feminine.
Left is past as well, isn't it?
Aye.
No, is it the other way round?
Thank you, David.
Is left past or
Divine honours to you as well. What?
is left or right past?
I would say left.
Or no, is it right?
Most is stepping, we were right.
Thank you. I love the way you word things, David. You've got a beautiful way with words.
Wordsmith.
You've never wrote your language before. Thank you for sharing.
Good man. Don't get a wee thing in my head.
Join the team, Gary. So the andaras, we source our andaras from the USA. So I don't have a connection for anybody that has them in the UK. However, that doesn't mean you can't get them. But we get ours from Samantha's Golden Ray, who's in the USA, if you want to have a look. Obviously, we've got some, but we're in Mexico, so it probably wouldn't work us sending you one. Well, it probably would work, but I don't know if it would be that.
An andara would work, but
The andara,
just getting it to you.
Getting it to you, and the cost might be a bit of an issue.
Samantha's got a way of doing it so that the cost isn't as expensive.
So Samantha's Golden Ray, she's not on TikTok anymore.
Mexico's beautiful.
Or Facebook. But you can get her on our website, samanthasgoldenray.com. She's also got an Etsy shop, but a lot of her andaras have moved to her website now. So Samantha's Golden Ray on Etsy, and this is one of her Golden Ray ones as well. Mexico is beautiful.
Absolutely amazing.
We are in a specific part of Mexico.
It's called Ixtapa.
Yeah, I suppose it's not as commercialised as some other areas, and it's just pure paradise.
Aye.
It's got a lot of paradise codes. It's very simple way of life.
Bye, Ellie.
Bye, Ellie. Thanks for joining us.
Too.
Lots of love and thank you for all that. We stay here.
We stay here.
We've moved here.
We're
not
just
coming
repeating
back.
everything you're saying.
We're not coming back.
No.
We might come back for a visit.
Come back at some point.
We're not coming back. We're here to do a lot of grid work. So we've been doing a lot of grid work on the land. We're here to connect with certain individuals. We're here to connect with more of our soul group and step into more of our collective missions as well.
A new part of our mission. Got a lot of keys and codes to get here and a lot of keys and codes to give to here. And we've got a big mission to bring people
here. Also travelling. We've got travelling to do as well. We've definitely got travelling as part of our future timeline coming up as well. So yes, we love it here. I mean, everybody told us before we came it's the most dangerous country in the world. It's a third world country. Even my wee grandson, I phoned him, was it last week? He's only 7. This just shows you how programmed people are. And the first thing he says to me is, "It's dangerous there." That's what he said to me. And that's coming from his dad. And I was like, "No, it's not dangerous, son." And he went, "Where is it you are?" And I says, "Ixtapa." How do you spell that? So he was on his wee thing and he was typing it in. And he's looking it up. And then he went, "Actually, it looks quite nice there." And he says, "I'm just checking the crime statistics." He's only 7. So he was looking up the crime statistics and he went, "Oh," and then I says, "Why don't you do something?" I says, "Riley, look up the crime statistics for Glasgow." I says, "Do that right now." And he did that and then he was like, "Oh my God, it's actually worse here than it is there." And I said, "You need to not believe everything people are telling you, but that's a child of 7 who shouldn't even be thinking about crime statistics or how dangerous it is. He shouldn't be thinking that we're over here and it's dangerous." That just shows you how stupid people are, that they program fear into children. But all the things that we heard and
the thing is, we were here 2 years ago, so we didn't even we don't care about these things because we're divinely guided on our mission. So we are so. It doesn't matter where we go, we'll always be divinely guided.
We'll always be protected. And it comes from within. When you really activate your inner knowing and your inner gnosis, you're just guided from within. And it's like we didn't have a lot of information before we came here about where we were going to live, what we were going to do. We just knew we were meant to come here, and we came here with that trust and faith that this is what we're supposed to do, and it's working out beautifully. So you can't go wrong when you do that and you follow your heart and soul, and when it's in your contract and it's part of your mission to do something, you need to just release the fear and go for it.
Yeah.
So we were guided here because we came here 2 years ago. Tracy, thanks for your question, and thanks for the rose. I love white roses, thank you.
Thank you.
We came here 2 years ago and we did a course. It was called the Whole Life Coach course and the Wolf Non-Surgical Deep Tissue Bodywork course. So that was through Gary, actually, how we ended up here.
Aye.
Yeah.
So we done the course with the Doc of Detox, which was part of my healing journey, because I was seriously unwell, and he came up during the pandemic, and I just started listening to him about how to clear my gut out and things like that, because my gut was destroyed. I was in a bad way. I had sepsis, all of these things. My life was in tatters, and I started to buy some products from him, and that's what led us to the course, because I bought products and then I was watching what he was posting and all his information that he was giving away, and it just so resonated with me, and plus I was on my Ascension journey at the same time, my spiritual awakening at the same time, so all just coincided, and I just knew that I was guided to the course, or the courses, to the Wolf Non-Surgical course as well, which is a deep body work, deep tissue work course, and that's all about healing the physical, and the products was the same. It's all about taking nutrients, it's high end, high frequency nutraceuticals, which help clear out your body of all the heavy metals and toxins and all of these kind of things. So that's how we got here, and then after all the lockdowns and stuff, I seen the course and I just knew we were to go. And
Gary said to me at the time, because I've got a lot of issues, I did have a lot of issues with my gut that I'm healing right now, 3 years of addiction and stuff, and Gary said to me one day, "Oh, try this will help you, and I was like, alright, we'll try it, and I was like, wow, this stuff's amazing. It was the best I'd ever felt for a long time, because it was just clearing out all the shit, all the parasites and everything, and he said to me, "I'm going to go and do that guy's course," and I was like, okay. And he went, "No, I'm telling you, I'm going to go and do that guy's course," because it wasn't cheap, it was a big investment, and obviously you've got the flights, you've got staying here, we were here for a full month, but he said, "No, I'm going to go and do it," and not only did he go and do it, we did it together, and my son also came with us as well, so it was a month of a deep immersion that totally transformed our lives. Oh, do I turn it down? Sorry, I didn't realise that was so loud. Nobody said. So the course is, it's called the Whole Life Coach course, and we also did the Wolf Deep Tissue Bodywork course. There's 2 separate courses, but you can do both of them together. It's called,
one after another.
Yeah, it's called the New World Practitioner, and it's the Doc of Detox. So if you just Google Doc of Detox, you'll get all the information there.
There's a link on our link tree.
There's a link on our
link tree to the Doc of Detox products. You can go and buy the products there. It was like the things that healed my gut was black gold, daily cleansing tea, infinite iodine, what else? Fulvic and humic acid, and black diamond. This is all the things I still take to this day. I still take them every day, and so you don't need a lot of them. You just need a small amount every day, and that helps you detox your body of all the heavy metals and toxins. And I've never been ill since I started doing all that, and also on the spiritual journey. So I was like I said, I had sepsis. I was recovering from sepsis, and my gut was destroyed. I was having urine infections, hernias, and esophagus problems, acid reflux, you name it, everything.
Choking.
I couldn't even eat. Everything was getting stuck.
You also had issues like down here, didn't you? So you had a hernia
I had a hernia. Yes, I've got mesh in there, so that clamps up round about your organs and stuff, and all of these things. As I say, everything was just crumbling on the inside, and that's where the sepsis came in, because my body was just toxic through leaking through my gut and stuff, and leaking into my body, and became toxic. And that's when I started taking these products, and like I say, I've been taking them ever since. And
we take them every
totally
day.
I've never been unwell since. I don't even get a flu, don't even get a cold or anything, and that's all. We're just taking them a small amount every day.
So the Dog of Detox actually lives here. Dr. Wolf lives here, and he's got a healing centre here. He's got a studio here. He does the courses from here. And we did keep in touch with him after the course, didn't we? He checked in with us because we're whole life coaches, so he checked in with us, and but it was just like, we didn't even come here because of him or anything like that. It wasn't like, it was just we knew that we were meant to come back here, and it wasn't anything to do with him or the course or his business or anything like that. We just knew that's what we're meant to do, and we came back here, and we didn't tell him till a couple of weeks before, didn't we? We said we were moving to Mexico, and he was like, great, didn't he? He was like, great, can't wait to see you.
Sold everything and packed 3 suitcases. Or 5 suitcases, but too small.
Stayed with the lovely Claire, who's on here actually, Claire Woods. So Claire Woods very kindly put us up in her Airbnb, where she's got a farm and beautiful animals and a healing centre. So we stayed with Claire for 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
More than 3 weeks. And just went for it. Left with 3 suitcases. And it was scary, don't get us wrong, it was scary, especially leaving family behind was hard. All the projections and the fears from family about, you're not going to be safe and this is going to happen and all this kind of stuff. All of that was hard. Leaving that grid was hard because we were so
pulling
connected.
Pulling myself away from that, you don't realise how
embedded you are in the grid.
If your intuition's telling you, Tracy, we go with our intuition, so we go with our gut.
And I do feel it's a big year for that. I feel like a lot of people are going to be relocating.
Definitely.
And the thing about Mexico is here, where we are, that there is no chemtrails, so there's no interference in the sky or the sun. There are very few pesticides.
They don't really have pesticides or anything in their food because they can't afford
it. So the food is fresh. It's a very simple life. I mean, it's not like if you're into material stuff and,
Don't get me wrong, you can live that life if you want. There is bonita casas, there is big places where you can definitely, but you're just living a simple life here.
But it's more of a simple life. It's more of like connection to the land and just eating really beautiful, nourishing foods, and the people are beautiful. People are really, really welcoming, and we love it. We absolutely love it. And it's like we came here and we just feel like we've been here forever.
Everybody says hello to each other.
Yeah.
So that's it's like when you go on the small buses, it's like everybody says good morning, good afternoon, good
buenos
evening.
Dias, buenas tardes.
So and everybody you see just walk along the street reminds me of the olden days. So it does.
So we're in Ixtapa
it's called
Guerrera. It's on the Pacific coast.
Zihuatanejo.
But when we had a huge soul retrieval here, so when we came here 2 years ago, we were already doing a lot of quantum work. We were tapping into the grid, we were doing grid work, and there was a huge soul retrieval here for us through the course, through connecting with Dr. Wolf, through people we met on the course. So it was a huge catalyst in our journey. We were already on the journey, we'd already done a lot of work, but it was a catalyst. And then we took everything that we'd learned back to Scotland, and we just continued on that journey. We tapped more into the quantum field and we started to create, but we knew we were coming back. Even 2 years ago when we came here, I think we knew, didn't we? We were coming back here.
Timing is right, David.
It's timing, but it's also, the timing had to be right, but it was also strategy.
Strategising.
We strategised to get here. I don't want to use the word sacrifice, because we released attachment to a lot of things, a lot of possessions, a lot of red is your colour. I think she fancies you.
No, thanks very much.
I like them in darker colours actually.
I thought it would be red for being bright today. Anyway.
It's on the root chakra. So we released a lot of attachment to people, places, things. We've done a lot of quantum work. We sold a lot of stuff. We've done a lot of work. We strategised a lot to get here. So.
Ixtapa is that what you're asking? Ixtapa is IXTAPA.
Orange or green, sorry. For me or for Gary?
To go with it. the Mexican background.
I've actually got orange and green in my trousers, by the way. Maybe you're picking up on that, look.
Aye, Tracy, that's it. Thanks, Emma.
Yeah, so you can look it up and but go where you're guided. You know, as we say that this is where we were guided. This is our journey. It doesn't necessarily mean it's everybody's journey, because we're all going to be guided to different parts of the grids and different parts of the land, wherever we hold keys and codes for, whatever stargates we're connected to. So, yeah, but that's definitely home for us for now. Definitely.
No, we've not been to any of the bigger kind of pyramids, but we've been to a pyramid a couple of years ago when we came, David.
Yeah.
Which was quite a dark one. To be honest, there was a lot of sacrifices and stuff that went on at it. It was a kind of smaller pyramid and actually in Ixtapa.
Yeah.
So it was like when the guy was telling us the story, we could just we were basically here to transmute it and clear timelines of these dark sacred times that were happening, the sacrifices and stuff.
Yeah. So we've been doing a lot of grid work since we came here. A lot of grid work, clearing out distortion, and well, we won't go into it all because it's sacred. We don't like to share too much of what we're being guided to do. But we're doing a lot of powerful work here. Orange and green. Thank you.
You're right. That's right, David. There is more pyramids here.
What I would say to you, Tracy, as well, is with Thailand is calling you, but obviously the floods, you need to remember that you are also, you're a spiritual warrior, you're a spiritual guide. So when you're called to somewhere where there's maybe floods or whatever it might be, instead of thinking from a fear-based perspective of the flood, think more of what can you do to transmute that energy into what can you do for the land, rather than what can the land do for me, what can you do for the land. That's what you need
remember,
to
remember. Everything's all of these things are done by design as well, a lot of them, so just remember that.
Especially
to stop people travelling, they're trying to stop us travelling, trying to stop people from leaving these grids that we're in, and once you leave, the energy just totally transforms in your whole entire life. You don't realise how much the grid in the UK is really, really
affecting you,
really, really deep, really, really negative. It's like the whole grid. And that's like, until you realise, until you remove yourself from there. That's why when people go on holiday, they feel amazing for that 2 weeks, because they're getting away from that grid. It's not necessarily like you're just away on holiday and you're recharging. It's like you're getting away and you're getting into a new grid, a new solar grid, or the sun's there, the energy's different. When you're living in the UK, and especially for the last year or whatever, it's just been grey skies. And it's like, it's not a natural thing. It's all done by design, because if you look at the skies at one point in the day, they'll be blue, and then within the afternoon, they'll be grey, and it's like down to the ground. So,
yeah.
How we both met.
Oh, that's a long story.
It's a long story.
That's a long story, but we met when we were teenagers in the 90s in a nightclub called the Hacienda in Glasgow. We met then, but we were just acquaintances, I would say. But we travelled in the same kind of circles. We knew a lot of the same people. And then I think it was in 2012, Gary came up as a friend in common on Facebook with somebody I knew, so I added him on Facebook, and then we were following each other for 8 years, and it was 2020 when Gary was posting about his illness and stuff and what was going on in his life, that I reached out to him and sent him a book called The Awakened Empath, and it started from there. Mark Smith, that's one of Gary's best pals.
Oh, aye. Aye.
Used to go to the warehouse, did you do that? Wow.
Aye.
Yeah, so that's where we met.
I grew up with Mark Smith.
He was your best pal, wasn't he? Small world. Small.
So that was how we met, and then I read the book, and that's what sparked my awakening.
Yeah.
I read the book and I just went, wow, that's my life in that book. And that's when I realised that I was an empath, and I was picking up other people's energy, and that's when I started to change my life, started to transform my life. And then we spoke. Diane was kind of helping me through my journey and just through messages. We spoke for 10 months, and then we eventually met up. We hadn't even really seen each other or anything. It was just like we spoke for 10 months, and then things just changed, and but you can change being an empath. This is the thing. Once you step into your power, it's all about stepping into your power.
You don't change being an empath.
No, you can still be an empath, but
you become an empowered empath.
You can protect yourself, and that's when.
That's a great book to read. If you want to get a hold of
changes.
we can't show you it because it's under the laptop, but it's called The Awakened Empath by Luna and Sol. If you go onto Amazon and look it up, you'll see it there, and it's a very good book that explains the gift of empathy and how it can affect us, and it gives you a lot of tips on how to manage your empathy. So it's called The Awakened Empath by Luna and Sol. It's on Amazon. I can't actually show you it.
If you lift his phone up, I'll get it.
Okay. What age did we meet originally, or what age did we meet again? When we meet again. We met when we were
4 years ago. Sorry. There you go.
Awakened Empath. It might have a different cover.
I think they've got a kind of white cover as well.
Different cover.
With flames on it or something.
When we met, we were originally, I think I was about 15, 16 when we first met. So there's 4 years between us. Gary's 4 years older.
But we just met, wasn't it?
And then when we met 2021, when we actually met in the physical, we would have been, God, what age would we have been?
50. I was 50 when it was my birthday.
You were 50.
That Diane sent me that book, and I was in hospital, and I'd been posting about why I was in hospital, and I felt as if I was a vessel for other people's shit, and that's what Diane was like. I think you're an empath, and sent me the book.
Do we think you'll meet somebody? Well, do you think you'll meet somebody? That's the question.
Once you raise your frequency and vibration, you'll get a frequency and vibrational match.
That's it. Thank you, Anne. Love you so much.
Hi,
Thanks
Anne.
for coming on, supporting. We love you. We're going to go off in 5 minutes anyway, so someone who has the same
that's when it comes back to you again. So it does about raising your frequency and your vibration, and just standing in your power and stepping into your new life that you want to create. You can create everything.
I'll be single.
Well, I thought I would be single forever. I wasn't in a relationship for years, and I thought I'm just going to be happily being single for the rest of my life. And then, boom, out of the blue, this is what happened. And that's when you start to take back your power and your frequency. That's when you'll have that energetic match with someone.
Love you, Emma. Thanks for coming
Thanks,
on.
Emma. Bye.
Thank you, David.
Thanks, David.
Thank you. I can't believe you went to the Hacienda. That's so funny. You went to the warehouse. That's right.
The warehouse was phenomenal.
Yeah. I think I was only in the warehouse a couple of times. I was a wee bit younger, so I was only like 15 or 16, sneaking out to the dancing. Yeah. Well, you need to call it in. Hi, Lorraine.
Hi, Lorraine.
How are you? Nice to see you on. You need to call it in, Laura.
Yes,
we are creator beings.
Yep. That's when you create everything. You create the life you want.
Fee.
Yeah.
Somebody else was saying that. Thank you, Fee. They're feeling a bit lost today, despite a good thing. Remember, you can pick up the collective energy as well. So at New Year, there's quite often a lot of collective energy in the field. There's a lot of, maybe people's emotions, hangovers, negative entities. There's all sorts of shit in the field after New Year. So if you're an empath, you can be picking all of that up, and that down feeling, because you're saying there's not really any reason for it. Maybe you're picking it up just for the collective energy. It was rough.
No, it was rough.
It was rough.
But we knew everybody, so it was like there was a lot of people from where I came from. There was like hundreds of us. It was mostly us.
Talk of town. It was. It started off really good, didn't it?
Aye.
It started off really good, and then, like most things,
it went crazy. Like the whole scene went crazy, didn't it?
I've got really good memories of the Hacienda. So I have it really good fun. We've talked that much. I've been on here that long. No, we don't cry at the bells. I maybe used to cry at the bells, but I don't really feel any resonance to the bells anymore. It doesn't do anything for me.
No.
We were in bed, weren't we?
Different. It's different now.
Definitely, I loved the
Arches.
Arches fee.
The Arches was brilliant.
Is it easy to get a visa? So in Mexico, you can come for 180 days as a tourist, and then you need to apply for temporary residency, which you can get for 1 to 4 years. And then after that, you can apply for permanent residency. So you can come as a tourist and then start the process.
Temporary.
And it depends on, you need to have a certain amount of money and different things. So it's...
Depends who you know.
You've got to be able to support yourself, put it that way. You can't come here and take a Mexican job.
No.
They don't allow that at all. So you need to have a way of supporting yourself. You can't come here and work. And even people who have got businesses here, they need to hire the
Mexican
locals.
people.
So you need to have like something online or a way to fund yourself. Some people come with just like their pension. If they're American, they've got their pension coming in.
Or if you come from anywhere, as long as you've got some income coming in.
They've got to have an income.
Pension, if you've got a pension, that's fine.
It's all the jobs go to locals, and it's kind of frowned upon.
What's they say?
For any business people to give jobs to people who aren't locals. It's not the custom. They're very protective of the culture.
Yes, their own economy and stuff.
They are. So if they're allowing people in, they need to prove that they've got the money to stay here and that they're not going to be taking jobs off the Mexican people. And they like you to learn Spanish and to be able to communicate and stuff. They're very welcoming, but they like you to, I was going to say adhere, it's not the right word, but respect their culture and their customs. That's the word.
Totally, and that's the way it should be. Yeah. That's the way I like it. I like it that way because it's like we adjust to the way they live. We're not coming here to try and put on our way of living to them.
John and the family as well.
We're here to change and grow with them. So, and that's the thing. A lot of people go to countries and think that the people don't serve them right because they're so used to their own programming back home.
So we're starting Spanish lessons on, I can't remember the date, but January we're starting Spanish lessons. So we've got a couple of wee phrases and words, something we practice online, but we're actually going to go to classes.
Aye.
Because it's, you want to be able to communicate. It's frustrating. A lot of people can speak English though.
You can communicate to an extent, but there's a lot of things to learn.
You want to be able to go.
You want to be fluent instead of just saying El Nino to everything.
Or de nada.
De nada.
Not even New Year, whatever, none of it. No.
Good man.
Doesn't resonate.
Me either.
Gracias, sí. Muchas gracias.
Sí, sí.
Buenos días. That's buenos días. ¿Cómo está?
Muy bien.
And they're very good at teaching you.
They do it in the taxis and stuff.
They teach you Spanish and they like you to speak in Spanish and then they'll answer you in English. That's what they do. So we were like, we're trying to speak Spanish and then they'll answer you in English, but that's what they like. So they want to practice.
So they're learning as well.
Their English and we want to practice our Spanish. So it's a beautiful country. We love it.
Aye.
So we're going to go. I think we've been on here a while. How long have we been on?
2 hours or something.
2 hours? That's no like us, is it?
No.
We've actually not had anything to eat.
Thanks for
coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here and thank you, Tracy, and good luck with your move. Make it happen. If you're being called to go where your heart calls.
You've got stuff to do there, that's it. Definitely Thailand's really good.
I had actually booked to go to Thailand just before COVID hit actually. I was looking at Thailand or Mexico, funnily enough, and I was kind of swaying between the two, and then I thought, no, I'm going to go to Thailand. So I booked Thailand, and I was really looking forward to it because I was on my spiritual journey and awakening, and I was looking forward to the, all the spiritual aspect of it. And then COVID hit, didn't get to go, so I've never actually been. But I ended up in Mexico, so obviously I was meant to be here. You're welcome for the activations, and just for anybody that's still here, just be aware that the activations might bring up some emotions or things come to the surface, whatever. It is energy work that we're doing, it is quantum work, so just be mindful of that.
Yes.
And we love each and every one of you.
Be good to yourself.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely, Tracy. So we'll be back on live whenever. We don't like to plan. We just like to go with the motherfucking flow.
Flozer. And you can check us out on our Linktree.
Yeah, if you feel
check out our Facebook page, our YouTube.
Oh, you're welcome, Nikki. Thanks for joining
Thanks,
us.
Nikki. YouTube,
yeah,
Instagram.
If you feel the call to co-create with us or to work with us,
all our offerings on there as well, and
check out our Linktree. But have a beautiful evening, everybody, and lots of love. And just remember that you are love. Remember that we are one, and step into this beautiful new energy. Start as you mean to go on.
This is your year.
Thank you for the rose. I love white roses. And peace out, David.
Yes.
We love you all.
Love you all.
Night.
Love to all.
And all to love.
Bye.
Bye.
Hasta luego.
That's see you later.
See you later.
Hasta mañana. See you tomorrow.
You're trying to turn that off with the computer.
I'm not. I'm going to press that wee button.
Right.
You think I'm stupid then? Love yous.
Bye.
Bye, guys.